Hello everyone, it is Danielle and I am here with my first Project Life process video. I'm going to be totally honest, it is just a complete mess. There was just a few things working against me this week and I don't love this week and how it turned out, but it's done and I'm hoping by next week I'll get all of the kinks worked out and it will go much better and smoother. But I'm just showing you this little sketch that I drew out. And I don't do this very often, but whenever I'm feeling overwhelmed, I will typically draw these out so that I have, I kind of know where I'm going before I start, and it seems to go a little smoother that way. How I typically start out each week is I pull out these, I guess, sort of page maps that I've made. I just took white cardstock and I drew out the Design A page protector, and I'll work on these, and then once I'm done, I'll put it in my pocket page. So one of the things that was going on this week is I didn't have very many photos. And so I just took the ones that represented the week the most and I printed them out. And then another thing is I was really hoping to work with the Studio Calico Project Life kits, but I don't have mine yet. I don't know why it's taking so long to get to me, but it is. And so rather than hold up the process anymore, I just decided to go through the stuff that I already have. And so I had these printable cards from One Little Bird. They're from the Trailblazer journal cards. And I thought particularly this one that I'm pulling out now, this multicolored chevron, I thought that it matched the photos that I was working with. So this year I decided to do the same title card each week, and I got these from the lilypad.com. They're also from One Little Bird, and I really liked the way they looked, and so that's what I'll be using. I actually pulled this one. They come in black, but I pulled it into Photoshop Elements and I colored it to match the cards that I was using. You'll see that I'm actually doing a little bit longer than a week for this first week. I'm going from January 1st to the 10th. I will typically run my weeks from Monday to Sunday, and so from here on out, that's how they'll be going. I'm just laying out my photos and my cards. I don't know, just to kind of get an idea of what I'm gonna be doing, and then I put that to the side, and then I'll just pull over one card to work with at a time. I typically start with cards that I absolutely know what I'm going to do with them, just to kind of get me into the groove of things. With this particular week, I don't know what I'm going to do with any of it. I mean, I have an idea because I drew out that sketch, but I really struggle with this week. So this first card, my brother and sister-in-law came to town, and when they're here, we usually end up playing Settlers of Catan, and so I just snapped this picture while we were playing that. And it's really funny because especially with the group I was playing with, my husband and my sister-in-law and my brother, they, they have a plan and they're really strategic and they really try to win the game, and I just play it because I'm not that type of person at all. So I like to play and be a part of the group and, enjoy the company, I guess, but I never win the darn thing. So I just kind of jot that down, how there's not a chance that I will ever win that game. And then the next card that I pull out, me and my husband went out to dinner on Friday night. My parents had our little girl, and my husband got off from work really late. He got off at 10 o'clock, and I said, well, let's go out to eat. And so we just went down the road. Applebee's is down the road from us, and they stay open until 1 o'clock. And it's something that we never do, but we just went down there, and we didn't, I think it was like 11 o'clock when we got there. It was crazy. And then we just took our time eating. We knew we didn't have to be home. There wasn't, we go on dates night and have a babysitter, but of course we're not going to get home at midnight, so it was just an opportunity just to take our time, and we had nowhere to be. So you'll see here, this is also so typical of me with Project Life. I rewrite everything, it seems. So I kept this in there so that you can kind of see it. I didn't want to use the original card that I pulled out because it had kind of a creamy background, and I used a lot of white cardstock. So I decided to just cut that green part off the top and adhere it to a piece of white 3x4 card. And then I started writing and I messed up, so I just turned the card over and and start it over. And you'll see here I kind of pause because I'm done writing. I don't know what I want to do to the bottom of that card, if I should embellish it or think of something else to say, or what. And what I decided to do was pull out the original card, and I thought, oh, that's, you know, that's about the amount of space that I need. And so I just ended up using the original card that I pulled for that. So like I said, it's just typical me. This is how I normally work with Project Life. So these labels are Studio Calico labels. I got them from their digital shop on their website, and then I just printed them out and cut them out with scissors. It didn't even take that long, so really simple. I pull out this stamp set by Ellie Edwards, and I think that I'm going to use that Life Documented and then stamp it on that label. And basically what the story I'm telling here is that we had to go grocery shopping as a family this week, which hardly ever happens. My husband, when he works the late shift, he will typically just do the grocery shopping on the way home. And we had no food. We woke up one day and there was just absolutely no food. And I was like, we need to go grocery shopping or else we're not gonna have anything to eat for dinner. So we just decided to go, which my daughter was super happy because when she goes grocery shopping, the store we go to has at their deli counter, you can get an ice cream for 25 cents. And she has already totally learned that. So that's always our first stop, is to get her ice cream. But anyway, I had just started to write out on that card just that we were out of food and that we all went grocery shopping. And then I didn't really like it. And so what I decided to do was redo it and write out our grocery list and just put things on there that we typically buy every time we go to the grocery store. So that is what I ended up doing on that card. So the next thing that I work on is this picture of the snowy road. So we hardly got any snow in December. I think the first day that it snowed here, I ended up documenting that in my December Daily album. And it was a good thing that it did. It was like during the first week of December because it didn't snow any other time. And so once January hit, it just seems like it just won't stop, which my daughter really, really likes it. But this particular day, I was driving my daughter over to my parents' house and the roads were slick, so it kind of stressed me out. And I just snapped that picture as I was leaving my neighborhood. So I kind of cut this out here. I like to put in my, incorporate my one little word into my Project Life albums just throughout the year. And so I'm just making a card that has my word on it, which is focus. I ended up using an orange ink that didn't match at all, and I had to redo it. And so I just kind of cut that out of the video. I'm just showing you here that to add a little bit more interest to this layout that I was really struggling with, I took everything over to my sewing machine and I just kind of stitched on most of the cards. And you'll see here that I'm putting them back down on my layout. So like I said, I'm going to be pairing this next to a 12 by 12 photo of my daughter with her little pink cast on. But that is it for this week. Like I said, a little frustrating, not how I wanted it to go, but it's done, and in the whole scheme of things, it really doesn't matter. So thanks so much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye.